All right, so Madeline and I are building the roof raise ears for the bus. Madeline likes to weld. She's going to put some tacks down on the parts here. Right there, we left a 1/2 inch on one side. 3/4 all thread will go through that square tubing. We're going to put a couple tacks in this thing, and then after that, I'll weld a bead on either side. Hopefully, it's not as ugly as the last time that I did it. Maddie's pretty good. Okay, start your weld tacking, Maddie. Get a couple good beads on there.
That's pretty ugly.
Let's see how ugly it is.
It's pretty messed up.
Is it going to stay in place?
Probably.
Yeah, flip it around. Put some on the other side.
I don't need the magnets anymore, do I?
No, probably not. Leave the clamp in place. Just get it in the groove. Go ahead. You good?
I did it.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Whoa. I'm not good at this.
Just trying to tack it in place. We'll worry about beads later.
Do that again.
You want to weld a bead?
I could try.
Okay, then let's get the sucker put in place here. Hold on.
It would be like up and down, right?
Wait, you're gonna want to be at a 45, and then you angle it back a little bit, and you're gonna start at this side and draw slowly across in the crack.
That's what I did the first time.
Right, now we don't need this anymore. We'll take that off.
Well, it does help support.
Not no more. You got tacks in it.
Well,
Go ahead. I've got my mask on.
all right. Go over the bead, the tack.
It's fine. Just go next to it.
Good angle. Do I have to start here or here?
That's good, and the angle's about right. Go at it. Speed's good. You're backing up. Keep going straight.
What did I do?
I think you lost. Did you lose your wire?
A little bit. It just stopped.
Tap your wire real quick.
Like, just like hit the trigger.
Yeah, it's real tiny bit. Is it out of wire?
Yeah, I think so. Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
It done turned off. Oh, nothing.
Uh-oh.
Or something.
Uh-oh. Hope I didn't break my fucking welder.
I thought you broke it.
Okay, so I'm continuing welding. This time with my brother's machine. It's 220 volt over here at the bus. The little handy meg I have at my garage was just a little on the light side for good, easy penetration. I was having to do double passes for the first two of these that I made. They're probably still fine, but we'll make it quicker and better here welding these up. So I'm going to put a couple tacks in this and then run a bead on each side, and we'll make 6 more rack mount ears, or not rack mount, 6 more roof raise ears, and from there I'll attach them to the hat channels. I did decide also, I can't see it at this angle, but up along the top of the window, I'm thinking about taking those many rivets out, removing the rain channel. I just don't think there's enough space with only 1 row of rivets there to get the fill metal up in behind. I got time to think about that. I could even use a ladder inside after I raise the roof and take them out later. So, but thinking about taking a lot more rivets out just to get the rain guard channel, you know, the drip edge removed. So anyway, let's tack this up and see where we're at. Okay, so I welded up and cleaned up the roof raise ears here. What I did is did 2 beads. This is 3/16 plate. Hopefully that's thick enough. That's 1/8 wall steel tube. I think it's probably 1-inch steel tube, 3/4 all thread with a 10 thread per inch. So some ugly welds, but they're structurally sound. I recommend not trying to do this thickness of metal with a 115 volt machine. The 2 that I have at home, they were hot when I left the house, so I left them cooling, but I'll have to go over them again with this 220 volt wire, or I'm sorry, flux core welder. So flux core is an ugly process, but it works for this purpose. So now what I'm going to do is drill 1/4 inch holes, and I'm going to throw some rivets in and some 1/4 inch grade 8 bolts as well to secure these in place. So that's what I'm doing at this point. I'm going to drill some holes. Okay, so I've got that actually bolted on with 1/4 inch grade 8 bolts for now, 2 per ear. Those are supposed to have about a 300-some pound shear strength each. So I'll also throw probably a couple rivets in as well. I don't really want to weld to these hat channels much because I believe they're galvanized. I may tack, on the day of the roof raise, I might tack a little bit of a bead at the top there, at least tack a little tack there, and you know, etc. You know, so that I'm extra sure that nothing's going to shear apart. But I don't think the roof weighs that darn much. Probably about 1,000 pounds if I had to guess. But anyhow, so 4 of these spreading that load should only be about 250 pounds per setup or so, maybe up to 300 or 400 pounds. You know, but I think we should be all right with some rivets and bolts. So that's how I'm doing this, and you know, I'm going to fasten the rest of them. Left my all thread at home, actually, I think. So I'll reuse this piece to do the other ones. But anyhow, that's what's going on. Okay, so I got the first roof raise tool mounted yesterday. I'm working right now on mounting this one here. About to put a rivet in. Already drilled the hole. So I'm putting a couple rivets in each tab and a couple 1/4 inch bolts. Pardon my my voice. I've got sunflower seeds in my mouth. So anyway, I'll keep at it here. Hopefully I can demonstrate why you buy cobalt drill bits. That's 3/16 steel plate and probably 16 gauge metal hat channel. And I'll drill through it here. That's how fast the hole gets drilled with the right bit. Okay, so got all 4 of the roof raise tools put in place. The bus is a total mess right now, so definitely needs to get cleaned up here. I gotta wait for the ground to get I guess it's soggy right now. It's been raining and snow melted, about 5 inches of snow melted. So, but I got to get the bus moved to a more level spot to level it out. But at this point, I've got the tools in place. I may put a little bit of a bead on them against the hat channels the day we do the raise. I'm not positive of that, but you know, certainly got quite a bit of fasteners in them already. We got 4 bolts, 2 in each tab, and then you probably can't see it, but I got a couple rivets in each tab as well, 3/16 rivets. So anyhow, that's it for